Don't you know?
I know we got to figure it out.
Hey, Facebook family and friends.
What's up, y'all?
This is T Hatchett and who you?
I don't know.
I don't know who he is. He don't know who he is. Okay, first I got
DJ Get Loose.
Yeah, baby, that's who you are.
That's who I'm at.
That's who I am. Him downstairs. Okay, I'm trying to turn it off. Trying to turn it off. Trying to turn it off.
What up, though?
Okay.
Text Carmen Brown.
I don't have. I'm not. I can use your phone because I'm not.
Use my phone.
Okay. All right. I don't know. For some reason, I don't think we Facebook friends. We supposed to be, but. Hey, Chris. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. This is for you, the Poo Poo Slayer. Hey, April, beautiful.
Chris, what's good, bro?
Okay, while my husband is texting a couple of people, tagging a couple of people, let me just first start by saying congratulations to April J. Today, her single came out. It's on all streaming sites, digital streaming sites. So, guys, go get it. Because I know y'all been hearing it around town, but it's been exclusive. Well, it is out. You can go get your copy, whether you're Amazon, Spotify, what else is it on? All the streaming stuff. Apple Music, iTunes. Go get her single. It's called To a Friend by April J. Y'all don't want to miss this because she is out and she is hot. And believe me, there's more to come.
Eunice, what's up, cuz?
Eunice, did you talk to Del Royal? Hi, Steve. Hi, Mom. Go get your copy of To a Friend by April J. out on all streaming sites. So I had to make that announcement because, you know, April is very humble. But let me tell y'all don't want to miss this song because it is nice. It's by April J. The beat is yours truly, my hubba cubba. I don't know what that is. I just made that up.
What is that?
I just made that up, baby. You don't like that?
No.
You don't want to be a hubba cubba?
No. We don't do that.
I just made that up. I think that's cute, hubba cubba.
I don't like that.
Okay. Okay, so that was the first shameless plug. I have more. Okay, y'all. So I'll wait till some more people come on before I start talking about the Jehovah Jireh Community Project. I'll do that near the end. But also, let's see. Oh, thanks to the very beautiful, talented Eunice, From My Rib is being edited. So it's not out yet, but it is finished. For those of you who don't know, From My Rib is finally finished. It's just in the editing process. And I am looking for a major publisher to publish that book with. But stay tuned for that. What else we got going on?
Hold on.
What you got going on? Do you know what you got going on?
Mm-hmm.
What you got going on?
I'm doing something right now.
Okay, so my husband is doing something right now. I'm trying to stall for time so he could tell you about what he got going on, but he's awfully slow with it. My hubba cubba. Maybe I like that word. So let me see what else I got going on. I really want to talk about the project, but it's not enough people on for me to really talk about it. Yeah, it's just a single, Steve. It's just to a friend single, and it's on all streaming sites. Right now, exactly, April. Right now, but tune in because she's coming out with more. Oh, I do have something else. I am converting um Thursdays from major because Tuesdays and Thursdays is usually major music. As I've always said, we're trying to convert the radio station to full independent music. So on Thursday is our spoken word day. I am converting it. I think we will start out with like the first 4 hours of spoken word, and then the last 4 hours of major artists until we get enough content. Then we will be going totally. Thursday will be spoken word day. But so I am looking for spoken word artists if they want their music on the radio. Call my husband, call me, text us, message us, because we are looking for spoken word artists.
Gospel artists.
Eunice, thank you. Eunice said I'm so pretty. Ah, thank you, Eunice. You're beautiful too. Thank you.
Both of y'all need glasses.
Whatever, hubba cubba.
Come on now, don't do that. That pisses me off.
You don't like that,
no,
huh?
I don't like that.
Okay, I'll think of another name.
Don't call me that.
We don't have no.
I don't need that.
You don't need no like.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Call me the same thing you've been calling me for 5 years. 10 years. No, 5.
No, 5, because I wasn't calling you babe at first.
Yeah, all right.
See?
Yes, you were. In your mind, you were.
Oh, well, that was in my mind. In my mind. Okay, so so we got 7 people on. So also, I want to let y'all know that
I'm working with Kenny Bobian.
Very good, baby.
And Darren Deek.
Very good, baby.
And Don Rich.
Very good, baby.
And Street Fame.
Very good, baby.
Street Fame is blowing, y'all. They don't really rock on Facebook, but if you go on Instagram, they are doing huge things in the community. They got artists and stuff like that. I just did the anthem for Street Fame. Actually, it's my brother. You kind of done. And they have artists and they are interviewing artists, and it's a big movement, man, and they really rock it. And I just did a few things for them. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna start posting the videos and stuff like that in a minute. Him and Big Gotti, those are my 2 bros. What else am I doing besides getting on my own nerves? No.
I don't know how that feels.
I'm trying to. If anybody is on TikTok, go on TikTok and follow me. I'm trying to get my numbers up because I want to go live on TikTok. You know, when you go live on Facebook, they botch everything up. So TikTok is a better platform. So if anybody's on TikTok, support me on TikTok, DJ Get Loose, so I could thrash them. Because I'll be listening to the DJs on there. They don't really play a lot of the stuff that I play. So rock with me.
So I'm on TikTok too as Inspiration Minister T Hatchett, but I think it's under Terri Hatchett. But I be doing Inspiration every Sunday after my Sunday morning worship. But now that there's 7 people on or so, probably more because I can't see. Also, just to let you know that we have a project going on, and it is blowing. It is definitely from God. Okay, it's called the Jehovah Jireh Community Project, and what it is we're trying to build a community. We are going to build it, God willing, and it's a 43.91 acre property. That what how we've coming up with the down payment to get it is we are asking investors to invest in some land. You can get an acre of unbuilt for 10,000 and an acre of built for 15,000. Now I have made a proposal and I have sent it to people who are interested. I'm still looking for investors, but I gotta tell y'all, these investors are snatching up these properties because you in the area that it's in, you can't get property for that low amount. And
that's a fact.
The other reason why they're snatching it up is because they see my vision of building a community. There are people who are building stores who are going to take their land and build stores. I'm trying to get in touch with someone who wants to do a grocery store, a black-owned grocery store. We have about 13 businesses that we can start off the bat, but then we have other people buying the property so that they can build on their stores and their money making things, that it will be just for the community. There is a well already on the property, so the only thing as of right now that we have to go outside for is electric, and we are
into
solar panels.
Bringing in solar panels,
so
taking care of that.
Yeah, so
there's spaces already too for trailers if you want to put a trailer up.
There's electric poles all over the place. So, and there's plenty of land. And for a lot of people don't understand what you can do with unbuildable land. It's for farming. It's for the trees. I just found out, someone just told me that wood is at an all-time high. So wood is actually, people are paying a high price for wood right now.
Top dollar
for wood right now. So this property has trees on it because all the property is not cleared off. So the unbuildable property is good for farming or selling the wood.
Hey, Sophia. So
if anybody's interested, please send me your email or my husband your email so that I can send you the proposal to just check it out. Or if you know somebody who wants to start a business and want to invest in some land in Georgia, hey, pass the proposal along and my phone number. I'll be happy. As a matter of fact, we've already got 3 guarantee investors, and I have 2 potential that I'm gonna be having conference calls with. So let me tell you, people are catching on to that. So if you're interested, please let us know.
All right.
That being said, let's get to the topic. Now, I know our producer, TV personnel, is going to kill us because she sends out our promotion person, April. Don't kill us. But we sort of changed the topic to what it says that the topic is going to be about. And this is why. So how many of you...
Don't say we.
Baby, we won.
No, we're not.
We supposed to be one.
We supposed to be.
Yeah.
But as much as you throwing me under the bus, your turn.
You know what? I can't stand you. That was loud right in my ear too. Okay, I'm gonna be you since you gonna be me. I'm gonna be you. I'm mad now.
Your turn. Go ahead. Explain it to April. Explain it to the producer.
I don't know if I want to talk now. Okay, excuse us. We had to get that out.
At a moment.
Okay.
Sorry. Whoopsie. Our bad.
So, April, I changed it because of what happened last night. And we came up with a...
said, dang it. James Rodman. Crunch, what's good, folks?
So our topic tonight is, how far would you go to protect a significant other. So for y'all, I don't know who saw, but last night I don't watch the ordinarily. I don't watch Emmys or Grammys or none of that mess. I don't watch it. Okay.
Basically, she getting that Chris Rock getting the spirit slapped out of him by.
Yeah. Did anybody see Will Smith protect his wife? April said good topic. So see, she's not mad. You're not mad, see?
Look, I feel like this, man. All jokes aside, your wife is your wife, man, and you know, you don't know. People don't know what you go through with your wife or your significant other. You know, people outside don't know the pain that she may feel, don't know what she's dealing with on a day-to-day basis, don't know what she's mulling over in her head and stuff like that. You know, and then this head right here, man, there's a whole lot going on in there. Not on it, but I'm saying, you really don't know, man. And at night, I wouldn't do that. Did I do that?
Okay.
You don't know what they're dealing with, and apparently Jada she suffers from alopecia, and she's super sensitive about that. And with that being said, you know, in 2016, Chris Rock made a comment about Jada and Will, and it wasn't cool either. You know, he said she was trying to boycott the Oscars or the Grammys or something like that, and she couldn't get in. So how could she boycott something she couldn't get in? And you know, since 2016, they kind of been going back and forth, and Chris Rock been taking shots since then. So last night when he got up, he was saying something, and then he made a joke, and he said that he said something about G.I. Jane 2, which Demi Moore and G.I. Jane, she shaved her head bald, and she was training to be a Navy SEAL. And Chris Rock said G.I. Jane 2, Jada, that's a good look, or whatever.
Oh, I'll see you in G.I. Jane 2.
Yeah, and she didn't appreciate that, and it really hurt her feelings, and you could tell by the look on her face. I'm just saying this, man, you know, you got to protect your family, man. You know, I'm surprised all Will did was slap that man. You know, man, look, I would have dumped him on his head. They would have had to pull me off of him on the Oscars. That's a fact. I'm not even tripping. I'm not tripping. I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing. God got to work with me with that, with my attitude. But you say something about my wife, and it's going down. You say something about my mother, my sisters, it's up. I'm going. I'm 2,000 miles an hour at you, and
I saw it.
It is what it is. I'm serious. I just don't play that. But then you know what really pained me was these are two black men that are rich, and that had to happen on that platform in front of the rest of the world, so to speak. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing that kind of bothered me, man. Like, you know, like it ain't enough black on black crime or brothers getting at brothers, but for it to be at that magnitude with those two brothers, you know, that's the thing that kind of, you know, it irked me a little bit. But I understand where Will was at, you know, and some people were saying, I was reading some comments today, and some people were saying that Will was wrong for that he could have took Chris Rock backstage and handled him there. You know, that's what Steve Harvey was saying.
Let me speak to that. Let me speak to that as a wife.
You addressed that. Now, had he waited,
then he would.
And after the show was all over, or whatever time they take, and he addressing it backstage, what in the world was his wife going through the whole time? You trying to wait for the appropriate moment?
Yeah, and let me also
Come
say
on,
about
man.
this. Some people were saying, well, they got trouble in their family. And
So what?
Will, and that's what I'm saying. Let me tell you
That don't
something.
have nothing to do with his love for his
As
wife.
Will went from 0 to 100, I've seen this man go from 0 to 100 because somebody indirectly said something about me. So I know, as it don't matter when it comes to a wife and a husband team, and my sister-in-law made a good point. Is for those men who love and treasure their wife. You know what? It doesn't matter who was there. It doesn't matter what happened. He looked over at his wife because whoever saw it, for those of you who saw it, Will was laughing at first. But just like my mother-in-law said, he probably looked over at his wife and saw his wife crying, and that sent him over the edge. Because let me tell you, I know one that goes from 0. Say something about me or his mother. See what happened to y'all. You don't want to. My husband is very laid back, and most people say, "Oh, he's so nice. He's so laid back." That's because you haven't seen the other side of him. He got a side of him that you do not want to see. And so I understand where it's coming from, that he did what he did. Right, wrong, or indifferent.
Steve said the Philly came out of Will.
Yeah, it did. It did. Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's what happens when you mess with somebody's wife.
Let me address something too, right? And this is just a fact. I don't care how much dirt and stuff Jada and Will got in the in the media and in the news or whatever the case may be. That's their personal stuff that they deal with at home. And Will is dealing with that too. You know what I'm saying? But that's their business. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean he don't still love Jada. That don't mean he's still not supposed to protect Jada. That's not, that don't mean none of that. So what, they having problems at home? That's still his wife. That's still his wife. If they separate in their house and she sleep on one side of the house and he sleep on the other side of the house, if something pop off, he need to be there. That's still his wife. He still need to protect her, and he still need to let her know that she's safe as long as she's with him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And Chris Rock, man, like, he got what he deserved. That's just the way I feel about it. And not only because of, Will slapping him, but I'm saying for him continuously taking jabs and jigs at them over all these years, because he did a stand-up and he mentioned them in his stand-up. It's like he always got something to say. So he got what he deserved last night. He got what he deserved. I just feel like, man, women deserve respect, man. They deserve the utmost respect. And I just feel like this. If I don't disrespect my wife, ain't nobody on this planet gonna disrespect my wife. I don't call her out of her name. I never call her the B word. I don't raise my voice at my wife. I don't give her my behind the kiss. I am always passive with her. Listen, if I can do that, ain't no other man, woman, child, dog, cat, rat, bird.
Because he deal with the crazy every day, and he still maintain.
I'm not playing none of those games. Don't disrespect my wife or my mother.
Okay, so it says,
or my sisters.
Right now, okay, I gotta figure out.
Or my brothers.
Okay, all right. No.
Or my kids.
I should be finished in the next couple of days. Okay. Well, okay. Oh, Eunice says she should be finished in the next couple of days or this weekend. Oh, Eunice is the bomb. When I tell you we got some bomb family and team working with us, I love them. Okay, so Chris said people. Oh, wait. Okay, so I'm lost, y'all. Give me a minute to catch up because y'all.
That feed is gone.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Eunice said I didn't see it live, but that isn't the first time he slapped the dude in the mouth. Oh, really?
Wow.
So Steve said the Philly came out of Will. Steve said your wife is your other rib. I don't blame him. Chris said Will put Hollywood comedians, presenters, hosts on notice.
That's
and new energy is cascading the land. Keep your mouth holstered or duck down. He embarrassed him in front of millions, and he responded in kind.
That's what's up.
Hey, Clay. Chris said he's lucky that is all he got.
That's a fact.
Chris said enough is enough. How much can a man take? Chris says she has a condition. Talk about the other stuff, not that. That's what a lot of people say. They don't mind you talking about the entanglement. You joke all day about that. He probably was waiting for them to talk about that, but instead, Chris Rock hit below the belt. He talked about something that she clearly said that she had a problem with, that she was self-conscious about. Up until the 2021, she just went on the red table and revealed, like how her hair was cut. And that was at the end of 2021. And she clearly said she was sensitive about that. So that should have been off the table. I'm just saying. I understand comedians, but that should have been off the table. Steve says some ish ain't built for laughs. That's true.
That's right.
Eunice said that ain't the first Will slap they do. Lo, that ain't the first time Will smacked a man in his mouth. And she put the YouTube video in here. And Steve said he pimp slapped. Yeah, right?
She better be glad that's all he got. Because I'm telling you, I would have hit him with a closed hand. He would have slid right across that little shiny floor with his feet in the air. Mom said comedians have been crossing the line for years, but there is a new sheriff in town. For sure. I mean, for those who didn't see it, he slapped him so much that I think he kind of knocked the sense loose, because he was like, wow, I just got he said Will Smith just slapped the SHIT out of me. And then TV. And then the next time he didn't really have a joke. After that, he went right into the but he was stuttering. He was like,
he was like, wow. Well, but my thing was, okay, so talking on the other side of it, like, I understand that he was probably trying to keep his cool, and then some people's opinion is that he's not built for fighting. But here's my thing.
Slap me and I'll slap you back.
Yeah, I don't know if I could just take a smack and just go on with things. Even if I was scared of the person, I would have waited until he went back to his seat. Then I would have probably talked some junk, because I had enough room to run and get out the way if I saw him coming back. See?
When he turned around, run and kick him in his...
Yeah, or something. I mean, just to stand up there and take the slap, it would have been like... I would have tried to be tough, even if I was scared. Still got to try to be tough.
Look, he took the slap with his hand still behind his back.
Yeah, he never moved his hand from behind his back. He was just like, wow. I think he was in a coma, though. I think Will slapped him in a coma.
He was in shock. Will slapped the spirit. He slapped the comedy out that nigga last night.
I'm just saying.
He slapped his whole joke program.
I gotta give him props for not saying anything, because I don't know how you get slapped and not even try to say something.
And there was some comments on it about it today, and they got the LAPD involved, and Chris Rock said he's not pressing charges on Will.
Oh, he not? Because he know he was wrong. He know he was wrong. He got to know he was wrong.
He said neither parties want to press. That was today. It was like around 4 something. I was reading up on it again, and they said neither parties wanted to press charges or whatever. You know what I think? I think Will was at a breaking point, and because Will been going through some stuff mentally recently.
But you know what, baby?
I think they're gonna get together and chop it up. I think they're gonna get together and chop it up, and that'll be so dope if they come together and chop it up, man. And Will really apologize to that man and let him know that it wasn't cool. You did this in 2016. I'm just going through some stuff. I apologize, my brother. Because white folks ate that up, man. I was reading some of them comments, and them white folks, man, them white actors and producers and stuff like that, they were saying some stuff, man, and they, that shouldn't have happened. And Will Smith, what kind of what kind of example was that setting for children? And
Oh,
that's where they was going with
white
it. And I was like, that's the white people. And then, some of the brothers, was talking that same type of track. Like, I forget my man, Stephen A. Smith. He's a sports caster. He does sports. And he was saying, Will, that was messed up, brother. You shouldn't have did that. You don't put your hands on another man, this, that, and the third. And I was like, Stephen A., he's a sucker.
Here's my thing.
He's a sucker.
Everybody keep using excuses. Will going through something. I don't believe it's none of that. I believe it's just as simple as don't F with my wife. Keep your wife.
No.
That's as simple as that. I don't think it was because he was going through
today I was reading. It's a lot of stuff on YouTube about Will. And
and that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's what they were saying.
His son just came out. His son is gay.
Okay, but
I'm just saying. I'm just saying the stuff that he's been dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
I
with
understand
the stuff with him and Jada. But I'm not saying that was the cause for the slap. I'm just saying that he's been under a lot of scrutiny and a lot of stuff been going on with him. And I just think that, because like we said, when we watched it, he was smiling at first. He wasn't laughing. He was smiling about it.
But he didn't look over at
But when he looked at his wife, that's when his whole demeanor changed. You know what I'm saying? And gladly so, man. Gladly so.
And I just said that's what I'm saying. I don't think it had nothing to do with what he's going through. Now, I think
it had to do with Jada
and the reason why I said that is exactly. And the reason why I said that because baby, I have seen you in a jolly mood. Ain't nothing going on with us. And I seen you go from 0 to 10 when it was nothing. Had nothing to do with nothing except that you thought somebody had did something to your wife or said something cross to your wife. So I know that it could be just that my wife is crying.
Right.
And I don't care what she done, what she didn't do, what's going on. That will not be tolerated.
Nigga, listen.
If I don't make my wife cry, like you said, if I don't do this to my wife, you certainly ain't going to do it. Listen. And I think he was at that. I think Will is that type of person, and he was at that thought. That, listen, it's not going to happen.
I need you on the main line, Jesus. I need help with that because I'm telling you right now, if a nigga ever said something to you and you looked at me crying, I'm going to prison. Get some money ready for my books.
And I want to talk about that side of it too, as a woman.
Straight up and down. How
that does for a woman. But first, let's read the comments. Okay, so Chris said, shock the mess out of him. Eunice said, Ricky Smiley, a comedian, defended the comedian and suggested Will could have handled the matter better, even going as far as saying Will assaulted Chris. Whatever. Well, hey, maybe he did, but Chris assaulted his wife.
That's right.
By an insult. Chris said Will may have came back from round 2 if he said something.
Yeah.
Eunice said Chris put out a statement apologizing to Jada and the Smith family. Well, that was good because he knew he was wrong. Chris Allen said, I don't care about the white people. Me either. Eunice said some people believe Will should be arrested because they stupid.
He ain't getting arrested.
Chris said, I hate Stephen A. Smith.
Right, I do too. He's a sucker, yo.
Mom said, for a man, an open hand slap is an ultimate form of disrespect.
Yes, it is.
Eunice said there was children at the Oscars. Maybe that's why he should have taken the matter backstage. But you don't be thinking about that when it's when you on that tip.
I'm not going backstage. I'm slapping right there.
I
don't care.
Abel said he just came out. His son just came out. Well, you know what? That ain't no surprise. The boy been wearing dresses since he was
forever.
Dressing himself. So I don't know what's the big deal about that. They ain't know. Come on now. It was a delayed reaction. He tried to laugh it off until he couldn't. Steve said, I'm sorry, Chris is a punk and don't know the rules of playing the dozen. When you play the dozen, you got to be ready for anything or any comeback.
That's
they
right.
are called better halves for a real reason.
That's right, Steve.
Eunice said, I heard there may be talks that the Academy may take back his Oscar. Can they do that?
They probably could, but he ain't tripping about that.
They is not going to stop getting him for movies. No. They ain't going to stop nothing. And even if they did, he got so much money now and so much residuals. Is that the way you say it? Yeah. Residuals that it ain't even going to matter. That's just white folks trying to be white folks.
Look, Will got so much money, it's crazy. He was trying to buy a island.
Will said, you'll have to watch again. We'll laugh at the first joke about Will. Mom said, his son has been out forever. Yup, Mom. I mean, what young man desires to have his penis cut off? Wow, that's what I'm saying. Wow, he ain't just come out. Maybe they just talking about it.
Yeah, I'm just saying what I saw today.
Probably just like they snatched Vanessa Williams' crown years ago, but he's still going to work. He sure is. He can produce his own movies. Exactly. So them taking the Oscar is just like, whatever. It ain't going to mean nothing.
Will said, but when he made jokes about his wife. Yeah, right. You're right, Will. Because he did make a joke about Will first. He did make a joke.
And Will laughed. Will was laughing.
Right.
But the difference was...
And when he made a joke about his wife, then that's when Will slapped him. That's right, Will. Yeah, you're right.
So I want to talk about the other side of that. Okay? So in that case, I feel like Will was justified. And I'm sure that Jada knows her husband. And she probably couldn't help from crying because at first she rolled her eyes. And I think it was a point that it just hit so deep that the tears flow. Because when you have a husband like Will Smith or like my husband, trust me, you are very careful at the action. Well, a real woman. Okay, you are very careful at the actions you take because you know your husband can go from 0 to 100 about you. Like, for instance, with me, I am very, very careful at what I say, how I move, how I speak to people, even how I speak to people. The reason is because I know my husband, and I could be dead wrong, but let somebody yell at me or come at me. It don't matter, wrong, right, or indifferent. You get taking your life in your hand because that's how my husband is. So because I know that, I have to be careful about what I say. You know, I have to be careful about what I do. You know, I have to be careful about how I talk to people when my husband is around because of the fact that I don't want my husband in jail. I don't want, my husband stuck with a murder charge and in jail behind me. So I am sure on the side of Jada that she knows how her husband is. So I'm sure that she did not mean for the tear to flow. But when something hits you
and it hurts,
and keeping that in mind, I'm sure that Will knows his wife on that same line.
That's right.
So when he saw her cry, he knew how bad it had hit her. Because otherwise, she probably would have tried to hide it or keep it in because she knew how her husband would react to it. But because he saw that it came out in tears, that's what made him go. That's why I say it ain't nothing behind the fact except for his wife. That's all I see it as, is his wife. And he insulted and offended his wife and made his wife cry. And any type of man that loves his wife would have done the same thing. I'm sorry. That's my belief. Just my opinion, but that's my belief.
Man, look, all I know is this. I try my best to just stay calm and chill out. And, I'm cool, man. I ain't with the rah-rah stuff no more. Had this been about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, it's up. It's up. I'm telling you, we going. Let's do it. But, I just feel like, man, in my heart of hearts, way down deep in my heart, and I'm a big guy, man. I don't know if y'all know that, but
No, they ain't.
You know,
Ain't nobody do that.
you know. But I just feel like, if I don't disrespect my wife and I don't talk to her any kind of way, and I don't call her out her name, I don't call her the B word and all of that. And I know I keep saying that, but this is so pivotal to me, man. Like, how would you feel if somebody disrespect your mom or disrespects your sister or something like that? Put yourself in those shoes. Do what you want done to you. You know what I'm saying?
As they would have to.
Like, yo, man, how you going? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And regardless if it was joke, and I understand that too. Don't get me wrong, because I'm gonna play angel's advocate for a minute, right? Jokes are jokes, man. And sometimes you gotta have tough skin. All my life I've been a big dude, and they joked on me. Everybody jokes on me. Well, they did, but they joked on me. Jokers still joke on me like that, and it's cool. But see, the thing is I got a snappy comeback. You joke on me, and they mess around, and I'll be chopping them up so bad they don't want to do the jokes no more. They don't want to do that. God forbid if my brother Wolf is in the spot, Wolf will crack on you so much that you'll want to fight, and then he'll beat you up. For real. It's been done plenty of times. So I'm just saying, I just feel like, man, respect your queen, man. Respect your queen. That's it.
So Valerie said he didn't snap just because of that incident. He probably has some pent-up aggression for all the slack he has been taking over Jada's entanglement. See, and Valerie, I disagree with that. I feel like it's simply because he would have been ready for the entanglement jokes. But I think it had to do just behind the fact that that made her cry. I think that's what made him snap. The fact that she was crying. As I said, it's the fact that you already know how your husband is, so you try to step a certain way so that he won't get in trouble. But she couldn't help herself. She cried, and that probably sent him over there.
I think she did cry last night. I really do, because the look on her face when he said that.
Yeah. She
looked up in the sky at first, and then she just looked at Will, and then the next thing you know, you saw Will get up. But I know for a fact she probably cried because
that's a sensitive subject.
Yeah, and you can't. There's no. How you gonna reverse? There's no money you could spend to fix it. There's nothing you could do with alopecia. Nothing.
Some things shouldn't be joked about. I feel like,
and I feel that wholeheartedly. Some things are better just left alone.
I would have loved. Judith said, I would have loved to see Jada's face when Will slapped Chris.
Mm-hmm. She probably loved it.
You know what? I don't know, because when you know your husband is like that, you kind of hold the guilt to it. Like maybe I should have tried to hold back. You know what I'm saying? I do. I hold the guilt to it.
I didn't even look at it like that.
Yeah.
I looked at it like, as a relief, like, he took up for me.
Yeah, but she knows. That's what I was saying just before. You know what type of husband you got. I already know you got my back. That's why I have to tread carefully what I do, because I don't want you getting in trouble. So when you already know who your husband is, you feel kind of like when they do go off on somebody, you feel like that incident that happened to you. And I was like, babe, but he wasn't really talking about me. And you was like, indirectly, he don't put your name in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you kind of feel responsible. You kind of like, well, dang, I got to be careful because this man will kill somebody over me. So it's not about, you don't even have time to feel that joy of
Protection.
Oh, he protected me. You feel like, well, dang, shoot, I should have tried a little harder to hold it. I shouldn't have let it get to me like that. Because look what level it took my man to. You're thinking like that. You're not thinking of, oh, my hero. You're thinking, look what level it took my man to.
Yeah.
A real woman. Now, I ain't talking about these ones who just start trouble so they can see them. I'm talking about a real woman is not even thinking that way. She's thinking, I didn't mean for my man to go to that level.
Right.
Chris Allen said, I bet he got the best sex on his life last night.
It was a entanglement when they got to the crib.
Eunice, Chris said, me too, Eunice. April said, right, Eunice. Valley said he was wrong on many levels. No matter what, he disrespected another black man at the Oscars in front of everyone. There was another way to handle that. Will was wrong, and he didn't call her a B or talk about her mama. Will is used to comedy. That was uncalled for, and the way he did it, it cannot be justified.
I gotta disagree.
I disagree, Val. Y'all, it's not why he did it. It's where and how. He played himself and made people look bad. I disagree, Val.
I mean, I said that part. That
I disagree with that.
That it happened at the Oscars in front of all, millions of people, and in front of all of the white people and stuff like that. I get it. And another black man turning on a black man like that. I said that earlier in the discussion when we opened up. I get it. Those are two powerful black men with money, and to display that type of, don't get me wrong when I say this, but that type of savagery in front of those people. I mean, I get it. I get it. But at the same time,
Valerie, my
wife is more important to me than money.
Yeah, my
wife is more important to me than a gold record, a platinum record. My wife is more important to me than all this equipment in here. If I had to give up all of this stuff for her to be happy, I'd give it up in a heartbeat, because I made a vow to God to, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, sickness and in health, that this is my queen. And whatever I have to do to make her happy, that's what I'm going to do. And I believe Will was corrected. Look at the laws of nature. If you got a cat, mess with her kitten and see what happens. You got a lioness, mess with the lioness cub and see what happens. If you got a dog with a puppy, mess with the puppy and see what happens.
And that's
just the law of nature. That's how nature is. So for him to protect his wife like that, that was the law of nature, regardless of all the other factors that were involved. And, God is in the middle of all of that, because that's nature. That's the nature of a man, is to protect his queen. That queen came from his rib. You're going to protect that because it came from his rib and it's a part of me. So I'm going to protect me. Protecting her is protecting me. So, listen, man.
And I really
if that was
believe
me, I would have slapped his jaw to a spun around off.
And I have seen him go from 0 to 100. And so that's why I say I understand that. Sometimes you blink out. Some people blink out. Now, Bella, he's laid back. But you have never seen him go from 0 to 100. I have. Just at the mention, just at the thought, and it wasn't nothing that he seen. Somebody came in and got the information wrong and said somebody was in my face. Just said somebody was in my face. And it was like thunder. And it's just some men are like that. And I'm sure that when he looked and saw, because she clearly said on a red table how that she was very sensitive about that. And I'm very sure that it was about, listen, this is my wife. And I don't care what. You will not disrespect her. You will not. And I think that's what it was, that he just snapped. Now, right, wrong, or indifferent, because I'm not talking about us and how we look to white people, because you know what? They could have laughed the joke off. And then white people would have said, well, he doesn't defend his wife. And how did he let Chris Rock say those mean things? That was cruel for Chris to say. So they gonna always have something to say about us. Tim, that's not even the point.
Yo, cousin Tim, you right. You so right. And that's dope. I'll wait till you get to it.
Okay, so Eunice said everybody is different. Divine Franklin defended his wife when a church member questioned the way Megan dressed, and yet he sure did.
Yep.
He sure did dress as a woman of God on TV show. Made Megan cry. Now Divine didn't slap nobody, but he did set that lady straight with his words. He defended his wife, and he didn't do it nicely either.
But here's the thing. That I understand that part, but here's the thing. He defended his wife about dressing a certain way. Will defended his wife about having a disease.
Exactly. So yeah, that you
Will
right.
defended his
Good
wife about
point,
having
Eunice.
a disease.
Good point. Everybody
You know
does it differently. Chris said he made himself look bad, not us.
I don't think he made himself look bad. I salute him. I salute him 100%.
Eunice
I'm
said,
sorry.
did she think about his level when she got entangled with that young boy? Probably not.
Eunice.
Probably not, Eunice. That was a whole different story.
August Alsina.
Peace, family. Okay, and Mom said, absolutely, but what headspace was Will in at that moment is the question.
Right.
Chris disrespected him first. True.
That's right. He did.
Tim said, hey, Tim. Tim said, what better time to display your protective ability than in front of a world?
That's right.
I bet no will joke on Jada in front of him again.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Man,
no
listen.
Eunice said, I hope he is all right. He just said that it happened. I bet you Chris won't do that again. Tim says, still nigga no matter what. Isn't that what Jay-Z said? Yeah, exactly. So it don't matter what we do. We still gonna look bad in front of the white
See,
folk.
well, nigga is a king and a queen, is a king and a prince, so they can kick rocks with that.
Well, Valerie said that is us, regular people. The platform wasn't new to Will. People have joked on Jada before and worse. Will is used to the game. Y'all, what did Chris really say? Think about it. What did he say to me? He could, wait a minute. Y'all, what did Chris really say? Think about it. What did he say to make him snap like that? No, he could have cursed him all the way out without going to that level. He could have met him in the back and bashed him. He could have done a lot. I'm not saying don't defend her, but it's how he did. You know what, Valerie? You're saying that, yeah, he used to that, but he's still human. And like Eunice said, that wasn't the first time. So how much is he supposed to say? Why he got to be any different than any normal? He is normal folks. He is standard folks. Just because he making more money than us, just because he in the movies don't mean that he ain't normal. Doesn't mean that his feelings ain't on the same level that our feelings is. And there's some things that there is no getting used to.
Chris Rock been taking stabs at Jada since 2016.
So I disagree with that because... What? Because he got money and because he in the business, he ain't got feelings and he's supposed to just take it out, dish it, take that all the time?
You know what?
That ain't right.
I look at it like this. At the end of the day, we're all human beings. Take away status and all of that. We all get out to bed and put both feet on the floor. We all bleed and we all cry. We all have feelings, right? If someone does something to a person that you love, you're going to react the way you react. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock, okay, I get it. He's a comedian and he made a joke. But the thing is you made a joke about a disease, which they do it all the time. Don't get me wrong. You know, what's the comedian that we like? That he makes jokes about his retarded brother.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, what's his name?
Arnez J.
Arnez J, yeah.
Okay, they do it all the time, but you know, sometimes you have to be mindful of what you say, when you say it, where you say it, and how you say it. Regardless of being a comedian or not. Sometimes you have to, you got to be mindful, man. Chris Rock is smart enough to know that. He's been doing stuff to them since 2016. You know, every once in a while, he take a stab at Will and Jada. He did a stand-up. He took a stab at Will and Jada. To 2016, he talked about them. He talked about Jada for a good 10 minutes about her boycotting the Oscars and this and that, and she couldn't get in. And I mean, you know, how much can a person take? And then last night, he cracked on Will. He didn't have to say nothing about Jada at all. He could have just left Jada alone. He didn't have to say that. He didn't have to mention her, look at her, nothing. He cracked on Will. Will was cool with that. But then you're going to say G.I. Jane. I'm looking forward to the G.I. Jane too. That wasn't cool, man. that alopecia is tearing her up, man. She feels some kind of way about it. And I really feel like he shouldn't have said nothing to Jada. But he did, and for every action, there's a reaction.
Yeah, it is.
He talked about her, and Will slapped him. And it is what it is. No more, no less. You know, all that other stuff is out the window. He pissed him off, but he did something to his wife that hurt his wife. And he did that, and he got what he deserved. I truly believe he got what he deserved.
Tim said, I think Jada is dealing with something deeper that they didn't share, and it was a trigger. Valerie said, exactly, Unit. That's the man he should have slapped. You know what? That's a matter of opinion. Again, he didn't slap him, and that was
Will slapped somebody before, though.
Yeah, and so I just think that it was a low blow, and I agree that how much should he take? Chris said, we are humans. Exactly. We all bleed the same. Eunice said, Will would go to jail for child abuse if he hit that boy. Yeah, that's true. Tim said, public humiliation deserved public correctness.
That's right. That's right, Tim. That's right. That's right.
James said he responded emotionally and it wasn't smart at all. Chris said, but maybe he wasn't thinking smart. He was just thinking about what happened. Yes. Hollywood money and people in high position think there are no consequences for their actions. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Mom said, you know he won't, and like it or not, he will begin to tell his jokes about some things and people.
I think he needs to.
Tim said, Chris don't get a pass on the hair joke when he did a documentary on black women hair and know how important it is for them.
And they spoke on alopecia, and they had a 20-minute segment on that hair show about alopecia and the reason why some black women wear wigs. He did a whole hour and some change show about hair. He even went over to India and talked about how the Indian women cut their hair and they sell it to the United States. So for him to crack on Jada because she got alopecia, and then for him to say he didn't know, I'm not beat. I think he took a personal stab because he thought he could get it off, and he got rocked for it. He got smacked for it. You can't just keep picking on people and doing stuff. I feel like, to me personally, and it's just my opinion, that to me that was a form of him bullying her, man. And he got what he deserved. The bully got, you know what I'm saying? Karma's something, man.
Eunice said, Obama took shots 8 years. Folks calling his wife a man and monkey. Lord have mercy. But you know what? Here's the thing. We're comparing Will to other people. And guess what? Everybody is different. Everybody ain't the same.
Right.
The reason why I'm speaking on it the way I do, because I have a husband that go from 0 to 100 because of me. So I understand that situation. Now, comparing him, yes, because I will admit I couldn't be first lady. I will admit I don't think my husband could be president because somebody would have got killed. He would have ordered somebody dead, and he would have probably did it himself. So, other people might not have responded like that. But for Will, he responded like that. Valerie said Will ain't really no G. He wouldn't have done it to a white man, and he wouldn't have done it to Pookie Ning. The backlash would have been different. Maybe the bad backlash would be different, but I don't believe that maybe he might have done it to them. You can't say what a man will, and that's the topic of the subject. Think about what you would do to protect your husband or your wife.
But wait.
How would you react?
Let me address that. Sis, check this out, right? They've been having an ongoing feud back and forth, Chris and Will, for some years. It haven't been super blown up or anything like that. But, Chris been taking stabs at Jada since 2016, since the Oscars then. You know what I mean? And it seemed like every chance Chris get, he got to put her in a joke or say something about her or something like that. I mean, from 2016 to 2022. Come on, how much is Will supposed to take from that? That's why when he said, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth," when Chris tried to say, he said, "Yo, come on, Will, it's only jokes, man." And Will said it again, and he said, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth." And and I'm telling you, the rage that he said that with, that came from a different place. That came from a place like, yo, I'm tired of you talking about her. And if, I slapped you, but if you do it again, I don't care who's in here, I'm taking it to another level. That, to me, that's what I got out of that when I heard him say that the second time. Because the second time when he said that, I'm telling you, I got goosebumps because I've been there. I've been there, and the way he said that, I've been in that same exact position where I'm telling somebody, look, you got it off, leave it alone. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Chill. You got it off, leave it alone. Don't keep pushing the button, because if you do, it's not going to be good.
Um,
Man, listen.
James said, Will show he was a soft man by responding like that. Real talk. I don't think so.
I don't
because
think so,
you don't know what a person.
How is protecting your wife showing that you're soft?
And some people are very sensitive about, just like my husband said, it's the law of the land. Some people are very sensitive when it comes to people in their family, their mother. Okay, let's not even say that was his wife. What if that was his mother? What would you do to protect your mother? Yeah. How far would you go? Especially if somebody constantly was joking on your mother. What would you do?
They're going in the dirt. Sorry.
So, I think that you have to don't stand in judgment, because, hey, you never know if you're not in that position. You never know what you're going to do. Valerie Price said, exactly, Frank, that wasn't cool at all. Didn't even know she had it, just not right. He wouldn't do it to one of them rappers.
That's a fact.
James Robinson says 75% of black men in jail responded emotionally, so I don't condone not being smart. Yeah, but it happened.
You know what? Sometimes, you don't have time to be smart. Emotions take over, just like in any situation, because you are human. And then once the act is done, you may feel sorry or whatever. But, that's just like saying if we was in a store and an argument ensued and your mom or your wife said, "Hey, man, I think that's wrong. You shouldn't do that." And the dude turn around and slap her and say, "Mind your business, bitch." You going to be smart right there and say, "Oh, wait a minute. I don't think you should have slapped my mom. Nigga, I'm putting your head through a marble floor. And that's my word. And I don't care if the police is standing right there, whatever." That's just me. I mean, and y'all could call it soft if you want or whatever the case may be. But I'm saying this, my own opinion, I would never be soft protecting my queen. I'm a king and I'm going to protect my queen and I'm going to protect my family. So if I'm soft for protecting my family, it is what it is.
Okay. Valley said we will agree to disagree tonight, Val.
Yeah, that's cool. What's up? No,
that's cool. I still love you.
We're supposed to agree to disagree. We're all grown-ups, and everything is everybody's opinion on this show. And we all have an opinion, and we all have the right to speak on the way we want to speak. That doesn't mean that, we are arguing with each other and stuff like that. We just have different views, and it's excellent to get another person's point of view, because sometimes your point of view may not be right all the time. But I'm just saying, my stance is my stance. Crunch stance is his stance. Val's stance is her stance. And, Eunice and everybody else has their own take on it. And I'm loving hearing what's, the comments and what everybody else is saying, because I know me going from a 0 to 1,000 real quick. Maybe I do need to hear from someone else. Hey, maybe it could be, you know what I mean? Maybe I need work in that area or whatever. I don't know. Because I have issues with that. I have issues with that.
Because I'm being honest with y'all. Will only smacked him. He wouldn't have. He wouldn't have been.
I wouldn't have hit him with no open hand.
Yeah, he would. They would have been carrying him to the morgue. If that was me sitting in that chair and my husband sitting, let me just let y'all know, he would have been in the morgue, and it wouldn't have mattered whether it was the Emmys, the Grammys, if the white people was there. He would have been in the morgue.
Especially to look at you and see you cry. Oh my man!
My husband don't play that. Okay, so let me just tell you. I know how a man can go to 0 to 100 over his wife, and let me tell you, I don't care what was going on. Chris Rock would have been in the morgue, all twisted up. Y'all would have been finding parts of his body all over the stage. Still today.
We had an incident when we lived in Virginia, and the police came to the crib, and they was trying to harass my son. And my wife let them in the house. She didn't have to, but she let them in the house. And the whole time they was in there, this one cop was acting like he was really bad. You know what I mean? And it pissed me off so bad, man. I was sitting in the chair and a recliner with my feet up, and he peeking around the corner, and, you know, he's talking, and he's telling Terry, well, we need to check him out. You know, I don't care if he got off the bus or not. You know, we got to call and we going to check it out. And I was like, yo, dude, who the you think you talking to? Nigga, you in somebody else's house. Terry was like, baby, no, wait a minute. I said, nah, man, nah. I don't cop or not.
And let me
just do that like that. You don't, nah, that's not.
I had to do everything I could to get those cops out there. And I didn't, and then my son came home. And let me tell you something about my son and his mama. You want to see another person go 0 to 100 when it comes to me? My son. So I had both of them. And I was so scared. But I wasn't scared because the cops was in. I was scared because the cops wasn't going to make it out. I was scared because the cops did not even realize what danger they were in. My husband put the chair down, and I know the next step was somebody was going to get knocked out. So I hurried up and did everything I could to get those cops out of the house.
And then I didn't like the way that he was phrasing stuff when he was talking to her, like, you know, because you got a gun and badge, that you got some type of authority. Dog, look, you're not going to talk to her like that. I don't care what you got on. You can have on a sombrero, nigga. I don't care. Listen, you ain't gonna talk to my wife like that, cop or not. You just not gonna do it. Don't disrespect my wife. Don't disrespect my mother, and don't disrespect my family. Period. Because listen, I ain't that guy, man. And I'm sorry, Father God, in the name of Jesus, you need to work on me with that. And that's all I gotta say to that. Because I'm going a million miles a minute right now thinking about it, because I just don't believe that I could have stood there and watched him say that and do that and not do something about it. Like, no. And I know when I go, man. And I'm not holding back. I'm telling you, I will put your head through a marble floor, a wall, a brick, something. Look, I ain't.
So Eunice said they were at the Emmy and Laverne Cox interviewed them on the red carpet telling Jada not to get into any more entanglements on live TV. Will didn't defend her that night. Laverne didn't have to bring that up. They should have only discussed Will's movie. Laverne and transgender by the way. Not sure if that matters. I think it was what he said. Now, they are already knowing. I think Will and Jada expected to be getting cracked on by the entanglement. Right. I don't think that bothers them. I really don't, because I think they had an open relationship anyway. Yeah. I think the problem was she just didn't tell Will about it. I think that's all that was. I don't think that was as big a deal as the fact that he talked about something that Jada clearly said that she was sensitive about, and that clearly brought tears to her eyes. I think that was the problem. I don't think it has nothing to do with the fact that, you know, they were in an entanglement. I think they could deal with that all day long, because they got a different type of thing when it comes to that relationship anyway. Look, so that wasn't the point. It was the point of something that she was sensitive about.
Look, I don't care what you say, how you say it, what you do, how you do it. You say something about my wife or you say something about my
Love
mother,
you, cuz.
and it's up. Period. Point blank. I don't care. I don't care. Chris Rock should have never said nothing about Will's wife. Period. Point blank. I don't care. I don't care. He could have kept that joke to himself. She has a disease and he cracked on it while she's sitting right there. Knowing about all the other stuff that he's done, he got a track record of saying stuff to her. And I think that's the reason why it pissed Will off. You know what I'm saying? Because he'd been saying stuff, taking little jabs and jugs, and then for him to say that and Will look at his wife and see the look on her face, man, he did what he was supposed to. I applaud him, yo. I applaud him. If I had his number, I'd call him and big him up. That's a fact.
James, Eunice said Jane Rodman true. Ricky Smiley said similar. Hey, Shanice. Hey, line sister. AC. Eunice said, I've been that position, honestly. You gotta get Eunice, Carol, or Peaches. Pick one, but you don't ever want to see Carol because she's crazy.
Right. James Robinson said if
it wouldn't have been a better effect if he would have walked Jada out and left knowing he was a nominee. But some people don't.
Yeah, Crunch. You know what, Crunch? Some people don't react the way, the way we think is not how somebody else is going to think. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened that, I think that he did what he was supposed to. And I understand what you're saying, too, because it is enough black on black crime and, black men and that, with that status and that much money and the limelight like that. I do believe, it could have been handled a different way. It could have been. But that moment right there, I believe he did what he had to do to protect his wife, man. And that's just my stand on it.
James said he risked his family, his career, and his estate, silver suit, all because of a comic. I can't say that word.
I can't see that. That's too small.
VOMEDIAN. Comedian. Vomedian. Okay, words. I'm disappointed in that brother. Yeah, but you know what? He really didn't risk nothing. Because Will got so much money. So what? They take the Oscar. They can't stop him from making films. And he's like #1 in box office now. So he really didn't risk that. And it ain't like he knocked them down and knocked them out. He hit it and he just disrespected him like he disrespected Tate.
Right.
He didn't even, for real, Chris only just stepped back. He really didn't even, I don't even know if it really hurt him all that much.
Peace, Hawk. What's good with you, my brother?
Valerie Price said he just shouldn't have left that joke in head, period.
Right.
Never been a fan of his.
That's right. Val, what's up, Val Price? What's happening, family? He should have kept that joke to himself. Okay, I get it. Comedians are comedians, and they do jokes about all kinds of things, everything. Look, Tiffany Haddish, they interviewed her on the red carpet, and Tiffany Haddish told him straight up. She said, Will would have really got it that night. She said, I would have ran him all around the house. But my man protected me like that. Oh my God, Tiffany crazy with it. But then she was like, listen, if anybody is mad at Will protecting his wife, y'all need to think again. Because he was just protecting his wife. That's all it was.
I truly believe that's all it was. I don't believe it's about anything else except for he couldn't stand. Like Mom said yesterday, imagine seeing your wife sitting there crying.
If a nigga make you cry, do you understand?
Yes, I do, baby.
Do you understand?
Yes, I do, baby. And that's why I'm saying, my feelings is because of my experience with my husband. I know that my husband is that type to go from 0 to 100 about me.
DJ Bilal.
Hi, DJ Bilal. So that's why I said what I said. In a case like that, I believe it was just about, and yeah, so what? They've been in an entanglement and
whatever. That's their business.
That's their business. They lived that life. That ain't got nothing to do with your wife crying in front of you, because nobody's talking about that. Yeah, y'all saw him smack, but did y'all see Jada? So what about that? What about people looking at Jada while she's crying?
Right.
So I don't think he was thinking about he was thinking about anything else except, hey,
Look at my wife.
you made my wife cry.
Yeah. Look, you just said my son agrees with cousin Frank. I know that's right, little cuz. Somebody say something about your mother, you know what's up. And if you need some help, call my phone.
No, that's right. Okay, so
Valerie Price said he just what?
Shouldn't left that joke in here.
Oh,
Period.
yeah.
Never been a fan of his.
And then Hawk said peace. Valerie said hey. DJ Bilal. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's,
Ooh, look at the time.
everybody agree with the. Oh wow, this must have been a good show.
Yeah, we
So
35 minutes.
yeah, it's time to go 15 minutes.
Oh, see.
So it's time for us to end the show. This was a real good show, real good talk. Let me just repeat. Thank you for your input. And Val, we love you. Ain't nobody mad. Everybody got their opinion, so we can agree to disagree with everybody. I love you, Crunch. We love you all, the family.
Crunch, you know what's up.
Yeah. So let's just say this. It was a great show. Thank you once again for spending your time with Hatchett Chronicles. I do want to repeat that we have a community, Jehovah Jireh community project going where you can invest in some land. So if you are interested, please get in touch with us. Me, my husband, even April J. You can get in touch with her because she knows about it and talk to us about it. And let's get you some property, a store on your property. Let's build a community for us, by us.
DJ Bilal said, what was the topic? It was about Will Smith.
How far would you go to defend
your wife,
your significant other,
or your husband?
And it was
we based it around Will Smith slapping
Chris Rock.
And don't forget tomorrow, an interview with
Eunice
White tomorrow at 8 p.m.
It's going to be Del Royale. That was one of my artists. I managed him, and he is blown. He's an old soul. He's a young guy.
He's blowing up, y'all.
But he's an old soul. So tune in tomorrow live. Eunice White, an interview with on Facebook and YouTube, and then see the audio replay on Wednesday on Untapped Music Radio. And tune in on Wednesday for Sister Talk with Chocolate Smoothie Valerie at 8 p.m. No, at 7:30. Sorry, on Wednesday, and the replay is on Friday at 7:30.
And thank you, Crunch. I love you, bro. Great show tonight. DJ Bilal all the way. Yo, check out Tuesdays on Untapped Music Radio, DJ Bilal.
Yes, definitely.
From 6 to 8.
Not just Tuesdays, but in the morning we play his gospel because he's just so good. He's
Bilal is doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
He brought Tuesdays up for the radio station. I salute you and I thank you so much, my brother. And I'm going to keep giving you your flowers. I appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you.
So man. Tuesday morning he has the
Gospel
hour, and then at 6 he has the wind down, after work wind down from 6 to 8. So tune in for that, and please tune in to check out Thursday. Like I said, we're slowly going into spoken word day on Thursday, so check us out. We'll start this Thursday. I'm gonna try to do a half a day at least.
Any other info you might need, go to the website. It's in the feed. You can check the website for everything that's going on, all the updates, everything that's going on. And we want to say before we leave, thank you all. We love you all. And go out and pick up
April J.
To a Friend by April J.
On all digital streaming sites.
Produced by yours truly, DJ Get Loose. This song is a monster. We definitely need you to go out and support. Check out the joint. Y'all gonna love it. It's a beautiful song. And salute to you, April. Congratulations on your first single. I love you, cuz. Let's do it. Let's go.
I know that's right. And so tune in. And again, please, the investments are coming real fast. So if you're interested in a piece of land in Georgia and building a community with us,
get with us and let us know.
yeah,
And with that
call
being
us with
said,
the email. I'll send a proposal out to you. With that being said,
this is the Hatchett Chronicles. We appreciate y'all coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent an hour here with us, and we love you for it. Good night, our Hatchet Chronicle family. We love y'all, and we'll holler at y'all next week. Peace and love.
peace and love. Yeah, right, Steve. She is phenomenal. She is a beast.
Yeah, she is. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, April. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go, April. Let's go. How do I turn it off?
Yeah.
Let's go,
All right.
April. Let's